Let's take a look at some more of the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards with our next commander, Terra, Herald of Hope. Right off rip, I want to get into her color identity because I've seen people arguing about it, but Mardu, red, white, black, fits Terra perfectly. Red is obvious because Terra is one of two characters who can naturally learn magic, the other being Celeste, but where Celeste learns ice magic, Terra learns fire magic. It is innate to her, it's a part of her story. But also white and black work perfectly because her story is about duality, her past to her future, both parts of herself, all of it. White and black are naturally in conflict, just like she's half Esper, half human, naturally in conflict, but they come together to work in harmony. Even her storyline, she starts out being a tool of the Empire under control of the slave crown. Once she's removed, she has her free will, she naturally tries to fight for good. But then later on, the will to give up kind of kicks in until she decides to fight for children in the orphanage. It's a whole thing. Duality is her whole concept, so having those be in opposition makes total sense. Next, we got her art pose and her ability. Notice in her art pose, she doesn't really have her feet planted, she's surrounding herself with magic. It looks like she's using trance. Her ability, Trance, comes from the game. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards, Terra gains flying until end of turn. Terra cannot naturally fly while in her human state, just walking around. She can fly when she activates Trance, her Esper mode, her interior powers. So this is why you gotta mill 2 cards and then gain flying. She has to activate the ability. And in the game, she gains points to use Trance at the end of every combat, based on all the AVP that the team gets, and she can use that meter. So in other words, milling 2 cards is reflective of using some of the meter you've built up. Works so perfect as the idea of like building up your resources and then utilizing them in order to use your powerful ability, and flying makes more sense than a +2/+2 in terms of the story. Then there's her other ability, and again, I think it's perfect. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 colorless mana. When you do, return target creature card to power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. The thing is, as I said, Terra is one of only 2 characters who naturally learns magic, but Celeste does not learn any revival spells and only learns the basic cure spell. Terra learns both Cura and Raise and Arise. She's the only character, in fact, who naturally learns any revival abilities outside of the learning of magic through Espers. So giving her a revival ability makes total sense. It even works in terms of white and black. Both the idea of white reviving people through magic and black being forced to fight through even difficult situations, like what the party faces in the World of Ruin. It really does fit in all regards, for as far as Terra, her abilities, and her story. And lastly, we got her power and toughness, 3/3. Yes, it adds up to 6, and she's the star of Final Fantasy VI, but also, it was first released in America as Final Fantasy III, so in both cases it ends up working, and I think that's kind of cute. Terra's a dope card, and it fits her perfectly as far as the game, and it's her story, and everything else. But what do you think is going to be the next card? What have you been excited for so far? What did you like to see me talk about? And until next time, I'll catch you later, y'all. Leave a comment.